up this way. Make sure you can see this poster because we're going to talk about this poster. Okay, very good. All right, my name is Mrs. Remington.
And I'm Mr. Wright.
And we are going to teach you and go over some of the things that you should do when you first come to school in the morning. Okay, so when you first come in the doors to school. And these are called expectations. That's a big word. Can you all say that? Expectations. Good. And that just means these are things we want you to do or things we expect you to do. Okay? And this poster here will help you remember what you need to do when you first come to school. Okay? So when you first come to school in the morning, you are going to enter the front door and you're going to come in quickly and quietly. Okay? If you are wearing a hat, you will remove your hat when you come into the building. So you might wear a hat like this, it might be a stocking hat, it might be a hood on a sweatshirt. If it's a hood, we just ask you to take that down. Anything that's covering your head, we ask you to remove that when you first come in the doors in the morning. We also ask you to say good morning to those that say good morning to you. So a lot of you will see Mr. Horrell in the morning, and I'm sure he'll say good morning to you. And what should you say back to him?
Good morning.
Good morning, right. If you see other adults that say good morning to you, what should you say to them?
Good morning.
What if you see other children? What do you think you can say to them? Good morning. Yes, you can say good morning to other children you see too. Then you need to decide where you need to go in the morning. So when you first come in the doors, if you need to use the restroom, you can use the restroom. And the boys' restroom is right over here. And the girls' restroom is right around the corner here. Okay? If you need to eat breakfast in the morning, you need to go to the dining room. And the dining room is down this hallway. And there will be breakfast there for you to eat. We ask that you walk in the hallway to the dining room. If you already ate breakfast at home, or you're done eating breakfast in the dining room, then you go to the gym. And you find your spot. Your spot will be where your class is sitting. So the spot that you found today in the gym, that will be your spot. That's the spot you need to find every morning when you go into the gym. Okay? And your teacher will be there to help you. When you are in the gym, we ask that you sit crisscross like these boys and girls, and crisscross like many of you are sitting. That's how we ask you to sit in the gym. We also ask you to keep your hands and feet to yourself. And so you can do that by keeping your hands in your lap. Very good, Reed. Yep. And many of you are having your hands in your lap. You see Lily has her hands in her lap. When you're in the gym, you can use quiet voices to visit or to talk to your friends. When it's time to listen, and that's when the adults will start speaking in morning assembly, we ask that you turn off your voices and turn on your listening ears. And you all have your listening ears on right now, and you're doing a very good job with that. It's also time to listen when you stand up to go to class or to go to your room. So we ask that you turn off your voices and turn on your listening ears when you stand up to go to class. We ask that you be on time and ready for school every day. Okay? So, our expectations are these expectations are here so that you stay safe, so that you own your own behavior, so that you act responsibly, and so that you respect all. And I'm going to go through each one of those and talk about this a little bit more. So, we need you to stay safe so that everyone stays safe. Okay, so when you're walking in the hallway, that's keeping yourself safe, and that's keeping others around you safe. Okay? We also need you to own your own behavior so that everyone can have their own personal space. So Cameron here is sitting crisscross applesauce. He has his hands in his lap. He's keeping his feet to himself, his hands to himself, and that lets Jade and Andrew have their own personal space because he's not touching them, and also allows Cameron to have his own personal space. We also need you to act responsibly so that you are prepared to begin your school day as soon as you come in the doors in the morning. So that's why we ask you to come to school on time and that you're ready to begin your school day. That's why we ask you to use the restroom when you first come in if you need to, so that you're ready for your school day. We also need you to respect all, so that everyone is starting their day on a nice way or a positive way. And that's why we ask you to make sure you listen to the adults and turn on your listening ears. That's why we ask you to use quiet voices when you're sitting in the gym. That's why we ask you to say good morning to others when they say good morning to you. That's why we ask you to take off your hats. So there's many reasons why. Okay? So I'm going to see who can tell me one thing that we should do when we come to school. Raise your hand if you can think of one thing that you should do when you come to school in the morning. Xavier? It's one thing you should do. How should you sit on the bus? Right, and keep your hands and your feet to yourself. Right, when we're sitting on the bus or we're sitting in the gym, we need to keep our hands and our feet to ourselves so that we have our personal space. Boston, what's another thing we should do when we come to school in the morning?
Say good morning when someone says good morning to you.
Very good. Say good morning to others. That's right. That's one thing we went over. Jake, what's one thing we should do when we come in?
Listen to our teachers.
Right. We should turn on our listening ears and listen to our teachers. Scarlett, do you have another thing we should do in the morning? We can also shake hands, yes, to say good morning. That's another way to say good morning, right? Elisha, what's another thing we should do in the morning? Very good. Use our quiet voices. Jose? What are they doing here? They're in the hallway, and what are they doing with their feet? They're walking, yes. We should use our walking feet when we come to school in the morning. Very good. All right. Now, Mr. Wright here is going to show you.
I'll show you some things we shouldn't do. Okay, so if I'm walking in the door right now, what did I do wrong?
You're wearing your hat.
Yes, that's right. What should I do with it?
Take it off.
Take it off. That's right. Okay.
All right, now I want you to tell me what I'm doing wrong. Okay, I'm coming in the morning.
Running.
Running, yeah. Should we come in the doors running?
No.
I hope you're all excited to come to school in the morning, but we still need to use our walking feet, right? Yes, so that everyone can stay safe. All right, I'm going to do something else, and I want you to tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Healthy.
Good morning.
What did I do wrong?
Healthy.
I'm pouting, and I didn't say good morning, did I?
Should we come
No.
to school upset or mad? We should be happy, right?
Even if we are a little grumpy in the morning, we still should say good morning to those that say good morning to us.
And be respectful to those parents.
All right, so who wants to show us what we should do when we come to school in the morning? Raise your hand if you want to show us. Justin, why don't you come up here? You're going to show us, okay? So you're going to act it out. All right. So, Justin is coming to school in the morning, and he has just went through the doors, okay?
Good morning, Justin. Nice job. You know where you're going? Yes? All right.
So what did he do right?
He walked and he said good morning, and then he said good morning back.
That's right. He used his walking feet. And when Mr. Wright said good morning, what did he say?
Good morning.
Good morning. That's right. All right. Who else wants to show us what to do? Or Xavier, you've had your hand up for a while. We are going to pretend that you came to school in the morning wearing a hat. You can't? I'm going to hold it above your head. It's not going to sit on your head, okay? I'm going to hold it above your head. You have your own hat? Okay. He has his own hat. Do you want to pretend that you're wearing this one? I'm just going to hold it above your head like this. I'm not going to put it on your head. No, you want to let somebody else do it? Okay, good. I see. All right, Jose. All right, so we're going to pretend that Jose loves hats, and he came to school wearing his hat, okay? So Jose has his hat on, and he's coming to school. Taking off his hat.
Good morning, Jose. Do you know where you're going? Where do you need to go? You need to get breakfast. Yep. All right. So where's he going to go? He needs to go to breakfast.
Home.
Home. What about here?
Dining room.
Dining room. Nice job. Let's go down to the dining room. All right. Can somebody show us if they're going to the gym and sitting in their spot, what they should look like sitting in their spot? Jade, do you want to?
Teacher.
All right. So you've made it in the door. You said good morning. You're going to the gym. You found your spot. Show us how you're going to sit in the gym.
Teacher.
Oh, how are you going to sit? How are you going to put your legs?
Get this poster to help you. Very good.
How she got her legs? Crisscross applesauce, right? Where are her hands? Where are her hands at, guys? In her lap, that's right. She's keeping them to herself. She's being quiet, using her listening ears. Nice job, Jade.
Very good. All right, so when you come to school in the morning, if you're not quite for sure what you need to do, you can look at this poster to help you, okay? This shows you how to enter in the doors quietly and to say good morning. This shows you to walk to where you need to go, whether that's the restroom, the dining room, or the gym. This shows you how to sit in the gym, crisscross applesauce, hands in your lap, and use quiet voices to talk to friends. And to turn on your listening ears when it's time to listen to adults. Okay? All right. Thank you, boys and girls, for being good listeners. You did a great job.